You are listening to the Courageously Unconventional podcast. If you want to change your life and start living on your own terms, you're in the right place. I'm your host, Lynn Grogan. I'm a certified life coach, and I want to help you take action toward creating your own unconventional life. Each week, I'll share inspiring and unconventional stories from those who have gone before you, as well as actionable steps you can take to start your own unconventional path today. Let's go! Hey, my friend, welcome back to the Courageously Unconventional podcast. So my voice is almost back from being sick, thank goodness, but if I sound a little scratchy, that's why. And I'll be honest, being sick kind of knocked me out. It's one of those times when your body forces you to slow down and actually pay attention. I've spent a lot more time pausing lately and asking myself how I'm feeling, and even though the answer is usually that I haven't been feeling great, I feel much more in touch with myself right now just because I've been asking. So let me turn that question back to you. How are you feeling? Take a moment to pause. Maybe even close your eyes and check in. What comes up? I'll give you a second. How are you feeling? What did you find? And were you truthful with yourself? Answering that question honestly can be one of the most helpful practices you have, especially if you're trying to live a life that's true to yourself. A life that may not look like anyone else's. The more you tune in with your feelings, the clearer it becomes what you truly want and need. I know that slowing down to ask how you're feeling can sometimes feel indulgent, even borderline dangerous at times when life is busy and there's so much on your plate. Like, what if you ask and then the answer is that you actually feel really tired and want a nap? And with so much to do, that would just be impossible. But what if slowing down is actually the most productive thing you can do? Ignoring how you're feeling, whether it's physically, emotionally, or mentally, is like driving with the check engine light on. Sure, you can keep going for a while, but eventually something's going to break down. When you ask yourself, how am I feeling? Don't forget to check in with your physical body. Our physical state has a huge impact on how we feel overall. Have you ever done a yoga or meditation class where they guide you through a body scan? It's always so eye-opening for me. Like 9 times out of 10, my jaw is clenched or my shoulders are hunched, and I just had no idea. Checking in with your body can be just as important as acknowledging your emotions, if not even more important. Sometimes small adjustments like unclenching your jaw or taking a really deep breath can shift your entire mood. This practice is especially powerful when things feel hard or overwhelming. It's not about fixing or changing how you feel. It's about creating space to simply notice. That's been helpful for me because I'll admit that lately I have been feeling a little bit down and definitely more negative. I don't know if it's this season or due to being sick, but it's just been taking a lot more effort lately to manage my mind. Normally I think about myself as a pretty positive person, but lately not as much. In the past I would have worried about this and thought like, oh no, something is terribly wrong, or I might even be judgmental. Like maybe I'm not that good of a life coach if I can't even help myself feel better very quickly. But I can see how that perspective is not terribly helpful. And I remind myself that it's normal to feel down from time to time. We all go through seasons where we need a little extra care. But the only way you know that you need that extra care is by checking in and asking yourself how you're feeling in the first place. So my friend, how are you feeling right now? However you answer, good, bad, somewhere in between, just take a minute to notice with no judgment. No rush to fix anything, just a good, honest check-in. Because when you slow down to truly listen, you're not just noticing how you feel, you're building a relationship with yourself to do this over and over again moving forward. So that's all for this week. However you're feeling, I hope you're doing well, my friend, and I'll talk to you next time. Hey friend, thank you for listening to today's conversation. If you're considering a major career or lifestyle change and you want to talk to someone about this, I'm here for you. You can learn how to work with me one-on-one on my website, which is lynngrogan.com, and I also have details in the show notes. See you next time.